everyone, welcome to another week. We are full into December now, which is hard to believe, and this is where it just goes so fast because Christmas is around the corner and there's a billion things to do, no matter who you are, and it's not even all about gifts. There's just a lot going on. So we just got back from Palm Springs. You may or may not know. I did the Palm Springs Vintage Market there on Sunday and had a great experience. So if you're watching this and I met you there, thank you so much for making it a great experience. And it was just fun to see how excited people were about the things that I'm doing and creating. And I'm looking forward to going back, and hopefully we'll be back in March. That's the goal. So I wanted to share a couple things. We also were able to, Greg was doing a triathlon, and we were also able to hit a couple of state sales once we got his bike dropped off, and he had to actually decontaminate his wetsuit to go into that reservoir, something everybody had to do. And so we went to 2 estate sales. I had posted some photos at the first one, and I also wanted to share these, which apparently Goose has already knocked over. These Goose, yeah. So nothing like fun at the Rusk house with Goose. And these great hangers that somebody had made. Look at this great needlepoint. And this was it was the siblings, the kids, and they had grown up in this house. And they said these were the grandmothers, and I guess her name was Florence. And this one says August 28th, 1973. And what they, or is that, no, I'm sorry, 79. And they did what they didn't know. They think this may have been her birthday. They couldn't remember. But this was the thing. I got a few pieces of, a few glass canisters as well, but I'm not sharing those because they're that really thin glass that they used to use, and I have not even gotten them into my sewing area to use, and I'm afraid they might break because it just, we got them all the way from California, and one day I'll invite you in to see where I sew, but that's just not now. But anyway, so there's a couple of these. There's 6 of these, and they're just really cool. And I'm looking forward to using these when I display the beach jackets and pool jackets I'm making from vintage towels and bedspreads and things. I had one that I had made. I have shared before, at least in photos, from Chenille. It was blue, and that was the first thing that sold on Sunday morning. And the other thing, as everything falls down, I wanted to share with you this morning, because I could only take things that were made from vintage fabrics. I took some things that I hadn't had out in a while, and this little bag here is actually, when I look at this, I see sort of the Shell Summer history, because it's because of the shape, and this is canvas at the bottom, not vinyl. What had happened was so I started with the bucket bags, then I went to the rope tote bags, then I went to rope handbags, and this was next when I decided to make the round bags. And these were some of the first handles. I used to get these out of Hong Kong. These acrylic handles have been really hard to find before I had them. Now I have them made for me in a factory. But so this was, but I had gone to this sort of like round, more oval shape, and I was making these with canvas before I realized that I could actually sew with vinyl. I didn't think it'd be, I'm not gonna say it's simple, but it wasn't as hard as I expected it to be. And you can also tell because the handles are on the outside. Now I tuck those inside when I finish the bag. But what's really significant about this here is the fabric. And what you have here is vintage JCPenney curtain fabric. This I bought right off the windows at the estate sale. It had probably been there since 1960. That's what we all figured when they were installed. And I could still remember bringing it home. I had a couple other bags I've made and sold with this. And I made my sister a pencil case. So I do have 2 coin purses left at this point. But anyway, I just love the colors and the design. This is pure vintage. So this was one of the things I took, and it didn't sell. People looked at it, but it's just a really fun little bag. So I'll put it back on the website soon. And that actually is it for today. So I hope you're all having a good week, and I'll talk to you next week. Bye, everyone.